Hello Virgo, what is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and I close out with spirit guide messages. So, with all of that said, you, my loves, are the enchanter, title of your reading. Virgo, you are the enchanter, not with spells, but with presence. You see what others tend to miss, and you have this ability to turn chaos into ritual. You have this ability to turn pain into purpose and healing into art. Your magic might be quiet, but it changes everything. You are the type to weave harmony into the bones of the world. And right now, you're tapping back into that innate magic within you. Yesenia, hello, my love. Hello, hello, I miss you. You are tapping back into the ability to innately do just that, okay? You're not just fixing things. Again, you're weaving harmony into the bones of the world. You have a lot of guardian, archangel support all around you right now, Virgo. And they're asking you to tap into your sacral chakra. That is your strongest chakra at this point in time. Your sacral is your belly button area. It's feminine energy, reciprocity, but it's also creativity and nourishment and creation in itself. So it's like really tap into creating. Also, if you're pagan, happy Lammas Day. Okay, I know there's different ways of saying it. There's different names depending on what pantheon you practice. It's also the first of the month, so don't forget to blow some cinnamon and cumin through your front door. Okay, bringing in that abundance, that protection, etc., into your home. It's today at the pagan holidays to celebrate the harvest. It's really great to like make your own loaf of bread, leave offerings on all of your ancestor altars, and practice gratitude. Basically, have a bonfire, those types of things. We're not gonna get into that because that's not what your reading is about. But I don't know why that creation energy just came through the first of the month, or whether you practice a pagan belief system. It's about creation right now, and blessings that are going to be coming in. You have a lot of guardians around you. If you've lost somebody, like a love, okay, or somebody that you really loved and cared about, they really want you to know that they are with you. This could be a feminine figure, okay? It feels more feminine here, but they are watching over you and they are guiding you. Now, for some of you guys, you could be feeling frustrated in a connection or a relationship right now, and Spirit is asking you to bring the love, weave the harmony into the bones of that relationship, okay? Turn this chaos into a ritual healer and bring healing, make that healing into art. Like, be creative with this energy, with this coming up. You guys have a lot of money that you're about to be making. I don't know what it is, but you're about to be very busy. There's going to be some sort of like high demand. You could be getting a promotion, a raise, any of that could be coming in for you here, a salary increase, new offers, new opportunities, whatever it is. It's about you going to the next level, okay? Some of you could work in like beauty or retail. You could be an actress, a model, any of those things. But I definitely see mature investments, extra money, and reasons to celebrate. Others of you guys, it's really a great time for you to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Start asking for what you want. Let's say that you're not feeling great in a relationship. You feel like your partner is gaslighting you. They're not focused on the relationship like you are. Your guardian angel is like, hey, listen, open up your heart, tell them exactly what you want, like demand it here, because what you tolerate will persist. This is a time of really harnessing your full potential and celebrating your hard work. Your overall tarot card was a 10 of swords and the reverse. So this is like a release. You're releasing some sort of cycle. Oh, they are saying it's a cycle of lunacy. Okay, so it's like a cycle that we are just stuck in, okay? And we don't really recognize that we were stuck in that cycle. So this is a release that's deeply cellular, again, in the bones. It's not just weaving harmony into the bones of the world, it's weaving harmony into the bones of your life. You have this ability to teach others how to be authentic by teaching them how to love you, how to show up for you. And you give others this like courage and bravery to do the same. This is part of the release. The release isn't just you for whatever reason. It does feel like a collective. Maybe for some of you guys, there's a need to like release collective energy and tap back into like your 0 point field. Okay, and bring this like, they're showing me this like kind of, I want to say like tornado, but tornadoes are chaotic, and it's not a chaotic energy. It's more like light, playful, like wind energy around you. Maybe it could be windy where you're at, or there's something here about like letting the wind blow this energy out of you. Okay. You also have, again, we already talked about the enchanter, master number 22. Twos represent balance. They represent choices. They represent decisions, pathways, etc. There's some sort of self-evaluation. You're going through a new level of an awakening, okay? And really tapping into like, okay, this is how I can bring magic into this. This is my purpose in this situation. It's like you're seeing what other people are missing. And you're recognizing like, I don't need to force this person to see what they're missing. I just need to be I need to be in my purpose in this experience. It's not about them, it's about me. And naturally, my energy will influence the situation. As the enchanter, think about an enchanter here, right? Like they draw in, okay? It's like, I'm getting that like snake charmer, right? Where it's like the snake is like dancing around and the charmer is, blowing their flute or they're singing or whatever they're doing, right? And it's like you have this ability, but you have to be in your purpose. Like you have to be in your zone in order to enchant things. Some of you guys, this is straight up about like enchanting certain necklaces, jewelry, items, sigils, ritual work that you are doing, and really tapping into that enchantment as well. But it doesn't have to be like straight up doing rituals. Like I feel like you are the ritual, okay? You have this ability to turn chaos into ritual. So yeah. Okay. There is something here about balancing. There might be like a child. This could be your inner child as well that's really needing you right now. It could be a child, your children. Okay, if you have multiple, but like needing you right now, or your inner child needing you right now, and kind of nurturing that situation. Again, turning chaos into a ritual, pain into purpose. It's like turning this opportunity to heal into art. Maybe sitting down and doing art with like a child, or like letting your inner child out to be creative, to express itself as necessary, could be very powerful here. Wearing the color orange, eating oranges, things of that sort will really enhance that. You also could be working with Archangel Ariel, or calling upon Archangel Ariel for those of you guys that would like to. Let's jump into your reading though. Let's see what we've got. Messages, please, for Virgos. Messages, please, for Virgos. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, the pack. Inner work, deep connections, and soul tribe. Okay, and then your overall is flight. Card number 28 breaking down to the number 10. You are closing out a cycle. And I don't think that it's just your energy. Like, yes, of course, you are the focus, right? But I do feel like you do so much for other people that, again, goes unseen, unacknowledged. And it's bringing in a lot of prosperity. It's like everything that you've been putting out into the universe is bringing this back to you. It's bringing forth new opportunities, new ventures, new... There we go. Okay, I was frozen for a second. I probably was getting a phone call. But anyways... new creative pursuits, adventures, endeavors, new opportunities that are coming in. Crows or vultures can be significant. Now, vultures are fascinating creatures, okay? I know a lot of people are like scared of them because, they eat dead meat. They eat the meat off of carcasses. I was getting a call. I figured. Okay. However, like down here in Texas, they're protected because they actually clean up like roadkill and stuff. And they have like this specific acid within their stomach or components, like chemicals within their body that are capable of breaking things down. And I feel like you are this embodiment of a vulture right now, where it's like people might actually be terrified of what you are capable of doing. So because they're afraid of the unknown, they're afraid of what they perceive you're capable of, they might be treating you differently. But you, because you pick all the meat off of the bone and all you leave people with is their true self. So, for example, in the death card in tarot, and that's what I'm getting, transformation, like you initiate transformations for others. The death card in tarot, the main depiction of it is typically like a skull, a skeleton on a horse, and that skeleton represents the true self. Like there is no flesh or just bone, it's the true self. It's, you know, where the soul resides within the bone, right? And it's like you're able to pick people down to the bone. You're very powerful. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you have this way about you that not only frightens people, but also reveals their true colors, their purpose. So you help ignite other people's purpose, but they don't like to be that seen. It makes them uncomfortable. Thank you. I appreciate that. It makes them uncomfortable here. But because of all of the unconscious work that you have been doing, you might not even be aware of it. You're just out here being your authentic self, which I find absolutely amazing, and I encourage that and implore you to dive into it even more. But you know, it's this energy of whether they know it or not, this could be ruled by Mars. There could be something here about Mars that's playing out in energy where people might be a bit aggressive towards you or a bit delusional towards you. Again, they're just triggered. Okay, we're working way too much on that card here. I gotta move on. I don't want to spend too much time in that energy. But you go from card number 10 to card number 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, 11. Listen, I'm using the opposite side of my brain here, so the logical mathematics side is a little broken. Hi, Serena, welcome. So with the pack here, it's like you've done a lot of inner work here, and there's a lot of deep soul connections that are going to be coming into your life, and Spirit is asking you to continue nurturing these. It's like you are the leader of this pack, the leader of this wolf pack. So you're being called to lead right now. But I want to gently remind you that with wolves, the strongest wolf doesn't lead in the front. It actually is behind the rest of the pack to make sure that the stragglers stay with the pack, okay? It's protecting the weakest link from behind from the attackers while letting others kind of in front here. So let's see what the card says, actually. I'm curious what the card says for you, but I'm just like downloading random energy that I know. Card number 38. Almost turned to it. I was on 36. Okay, have you found people who hold space for you? There's people who allow you as much time as you need to talk if you need it, or be ambassador yourself and act as you wish. These individuals do exist and they can be found. Seeking the help that you require is entirely your choice. There are forms of healing found in counseling and talking circles. Some people are fortunate enough to receive support from friends and family, as well as from pets, animals, and plants. It's essential to be able to talk and express your truth to those who are simply listening and accepting you into their hearts. Your story might not be for everyone to hear, but you can find the support that will aid you so that you may align with your highest self. You can communicate with Mother Earth, and if you like, upload your burdens onto her. She is compassionate, nurturing, helpful in transferring whatever energy you don't want to bear. And you're already getting rid of all of that energy, just as a reminder here, okay, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So there's like a release of this energy here. Examine what you want to leave behind, like a snake losing its skin or a butterfly emerging from cocoon, and let the earth transform it. Allow yourself to gather and release this energy by sitting in prayer or meditation in nature. It's vital to remember that you can be of service to others or assist them, but you have to heal yourself first, and everyone's road is different. This commonality in healing work is formed through making space for others to tell their truth. You might be receiving a call to be a healer. I told you, you guys are receiving this call. Now, I think it's a call to be a leader, but recognizing where you're going to be leading from. It's going to be leading from this subconscious. Let me finish reading here and then I'll go with my download here. You be receiving a call to be a healer if you've noticed this need in somebody else. The act of healing begins with the skill of being able to listen. Practice listening without pretense, preconceived notions, or judgment. Practice being fully open, listening with all of your senses. Allow someone as much time as they require and provide a safe space for them to express themselves. So again, I'm getting the energy of by being behind the weakest link of the pack. It's like, think about our subconscious, right? It's like always playing a role in our day-to-day lives and how we navigate our lives, how we perceive reality. So it's like you are leading somebody through subconscious beliefs that essentially don't work for them anymore. Okay. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like you lead people out of like their shadows and into their light, into their purpose. And it's through your authenticity, it's through your strength, but of course you also may need some people to lean on. So if you do, find those people, okay? Always find them. I know that I have friends that are huge pillars of strength for me and vice versa. We continuously hold space for each other back and forth. But the number one thing is we don't expect others to know what we're thinking. We say straight up. Like I had a friend yesterday tell me like, hey, I'm processing a lot today. I'm not going to be able to talk. And I was like, okay, I love you. I'm proud of you. Anchor into that shadow. See what it's teaching you, guiding you, etc. I said the same thing to her like last week at one point in time, you know, and then I reached out and we talked and everything else. So it's just like we're able to hold space in that way, right? Where it's like but we communicate our needs, etc. So make sure you're communicating here. There might be somebody who struggles with communicating with you about their needs because they're afraid that you're going to judge the way that they're thinking, the way that they're feeling, or this could be you where it's like you're afraid to be judged for the way that you're thinking or feeling. So try to leave judgment out of the mix. Let's go ahead and move forward. Virgo's energy here, please. Virgo's energy here. What do they need to know this week? Messages for Virgos? Yin and yang. It's showing up in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, you kind of feel like you envy. Ooh. Okay. The universe is going to... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sigh. I'm not sighing at you. You're not exhausting to me at all, okay? I'm sighing at the energy that I'm immediately feeling, and it's... I know what you're experiencing. It's like the... persistent projections that you're experiencing from other people onto you. They don't want to hear what you have to say, and that can be a really difficult place to be, or it's like you're pouring love into a relationship, a friendship, etc., and it's like they don't want to genuinely receive it. They're having a hard time receiving it because they may innately feel unworthy of it, so they sabotage, right? And that can make you feel frustrated. There could be jealousy, there could be fear or ego issues, there could be power struggles. Somebody could be lacking confidence, like, and this could be you in this energy as well. But there's an imbalance with the yin and yang, and the imbalance is coming from this envious energy. Okay, it could be coming from a masculine energy, to be honest. But let's go ahead and clarify this. I'm curious what this is about here. This person is like, they're jealous of your drive, I'm hearing. Like, they're jealous of your ability to take on more than they feel like they can. Elder of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, and Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be a friend of yours or co-worker, okay, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So, for example, I've had, like, people that pretend to be my friends and aren't really my friends, and they're just like, I don't know how you keep your house so spotless all the time and manage 3 kids and manage multiple businesses and balance friendships and relationships and all this stuff, you know, but they say it like that, like, I don't know how you do it, because to them they're struggling when they don't have kids or they don't run their own business, etc., etc. You know, instead of like recognizing like, wow, this girl's really aligned, she puts a lot of effort in, you know, and asking like, oh, what do you do every single day for you to remain balanced, and the stuff like, oh, I ground and I sit at my ancestor altar and I meditate and I journal and I self-reflect, like, you know, I take healthy supplements and things of that sort. They don't ask those questions. They just immediately become like jealous or envious of it. And that's what I'm getting here. You could have a coworker or a friend. This could be an old friend as well with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like they're not going. There's a lot that they're going through right now, okay? And they're having like this power struggle with you where it's like they're not genuinely proud of you. They're not genuinely there, you know, they're not giving genuine compliments, all right? I used to see it as compliment when people would like tell me that here, but now I don't. I'm just like, why do you feel the need to, you know, point that out there? They'll be like, oh, your skin's so clear. Did you stop eating fast food? Like, you know, they always have to say something rude to follow up with it to like dismiss or minimize any efforts of what I've actually been doing. You know, it's just something here like where it's like underhanded energies. This could be coming from a Taurus specifically, but it does not have to be. You could have Taurus in your chart. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this person is financially struggling. They're not in alignment with their legacy, and so they do take it out on you. Okay, this person, they don't feel like they have a purpose, and so you become triggering. You are the vulture to them. You are the one picking their meat off of the bones, off of their bones, which is making them sit with their true self, and they're very uncomfortable with their true self. Four of Wands in the reverse here. They can be really struggling with a lot of disharmony, arguments, fights within their own personal life, and your energy highlights that. Your energy highlights that. Show me what else we have here for Virgo, please. Show me what else we have here for Virgo. Thank you. And decision. Virgo's energy. And the first chakra with the fourth chakra in the reverse. Yeah. You might be finding it difficult, angel balance. So you're very balanced, right? But you might be finding it a bit difficult to like deal with these types of energies, you know, because you know where they're coming from here. And with that consistent projection, okay, you know, it might, because this is showing up as a future energy. Spirit's saying like stay really grounded in your truth and your knowing, because it seems like they're almost going to try to attack like your heart chakra, like the good things about you, you know. Again, it's like, oh, because I keep my house clean, you know, all the time, and I'm able to manage kids, and their house, you walk in and it's like a hoarder house. It's like they separate you two, or it's like you've got 20-foot ceilings and I've got a cardboard roof, you know. It's like they always will find a way to kind of like separate these things, you know, to justify the differences between you and them, instead of seeing everybody as human and recognizing that we all struggle in different areas and we succeed in different areas. We're meant to be different, and if everybody was the same, it would be fucking boring. So you might have somebody here who, again, it's gonna be hard to help this person, but you are going to help them. Now, the way that you help them, though, is going to be different. It's going to be through being your authentic self. Not catering to them, but continuing to pick the meat off of bones. I know that sounds gruesome. Do your research on vultures here. See what it means spiritually. I don't know what vultures mean spiritually, but yeah. Four of Swords, yeah. Contemplate, meditate, rest. You're going to come to an idea of like what you're going to figure out what you want to do, what you need to do here. But they do want you resting more, okay? Right now it's about resting and integrating, kind of pausing in your life, not doing too much here, delegating where you can. Especially if you're feeling exhausted. And that's normal. There's a lot of, you know, life codes. There's a lot of light codes that are being activated within our DNA, within our bodies, our minds, our spirits right now. Messages about first chakra and the fourth chakra. Yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse. Like I said, this is coming from a place of insecurity within another individual. So your challenge is going to be another person's insecurity and their inability to take accountability. The Novice of Swords, a friend. There might be some sort of communication here, and this person is like purposely misunderstanding you. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune and the Lover's card in the reverse. It could be a Gemini, or again, this could be a misunderstanding due to like Mercury retrograde. We are in Mercury retrograde still. We have Chiron retrograding. You've got Pluto retrograding. You've got so many different planets retrograding right now that are creating a lot of chaos. I call it retrograde season. Well, I'm not the only one that calls it that. It's not like something I coined, but it's retrograde season, right? And it's just like somebody here, they I'm getting like a Maya Papaya here where she's like 10 toes down, not a toe missing. Okay, so somebody's standing 10 toes down. They're not missing a toe here. They're not missing a fucking beat. All right, 6 of Cups in the reverse. And this person here, it's like they don't like acknowledging that you've changed, that you've grown. And so there's a problem with your growth. Like, you're different now. Da, da, da. I hate when people say that. Like, of course I'm fucking different. Why are you the same person that you were last year? Why haven't you grown? Like, and you're trying to shame me? Why? Because it makes you feel unsafe since I've grown and evolved and you still have the same pathetic mindset? No, that's not going to happen. So it's like this individual has this energy of like almost wanting to shame you or put you down because you're making them feel exposed, you're making them feel vulnerable. Angel of Balance. You're going to know when to act and when not to act, but you are meant to be a catalyzing moment in another person's life. Okay? This could be a Scorpio. This could be an Aries. But there is going to be this moment here. Yeah. Initiative of Cups where you share your fucking truth and it's not a positive one to hear. The 10 of Cups here. It could be with a family member. 10 of Swords, okay? About weight that you've been carrying a long time. Could be a friend. Could be a coworker. There's some sort of truth here that's going to be exposed, though, and you are the one bringing this to the surface. It's like this can't hide anymore. It's done. The 10 of Swords, done. That's a cycle. 10 of Cups, done. That's a cycle. The Tower card comes in quick. Comes in... And you're going to know with the Initiative Cups, it's like listening to your intuition. You're going to know what to do and how to do this, okay? It's not something that you like plan out. It's just you're going to be put in a position and it's going to happen. And I feel like this person, tell me about the 10 of Swords. Yeah, this person is going to feel like you're just trying to start drama, to be honest. But I feel like you're calling them out on like their own drama. And again, they just don't want to see it. Like you're calling them out and you're like, hey, you're just being dramatic right now or erratic, and they aren't trying to like see that. Yeah, Novice of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not trying to see it, okay? All right, quite interesting energy that you're going to have this week. So stand in your power, stand in your truth. And again, remember that sometimes you are the vulture in a situation, but that's okay because vultures have very significant purpose. I don't mean that you're a vulture as in like you're here to just pick on every single person, and be reckless here, but in a situation of helping somebody align to the truth through the unconscious, through the back door. Okay, where they may not recognize the value of what they're learning through you in the moment, but they will recognize it later when they are more open to receiving that. Messages about your finances and career for Virgos. Messages about finances and career. Okay, nice. We got financial relief coming in. I feel like you're kind of prioritizing work this week over, a relationship, over family, over friends. Rotten Critic, okay. And Cutlery is here. So you guys could be eating out a lot this week, or there's something here about like, if you're not eating out a lot here, what's it called? You could be like Uber Eating or Instacarting. I don't know. There's some like the food delivery service. You might be getting a lot of like food delivery service going on this week. For others of you guys, I see you going grocery shopping, Carrie, and you're gonna spend a fat amount of your money on groceries or on food. I don't know. There's a lot of money being spent on food this week. I don't know what it is here. I don't know if you're like restocking. That's just kind of what I see. Now, for some of you guys, since it's around food, you could work at like a restaurant or something like that. You could be a chef, okay? You could be preparing for some type of event. Maybe you need a lot of food because you have you know, a catering event or, you know, a party going on in your life. There's also some sort of significant paperwork that could be coming in, business contract that you could be signing. There could be a lot of clerical paperwork. Maybe you work, you know, in like an office setting here, and that's going to keep you really busy at your desk. So there's something here about like bringing snacks to your desk, to your cubicle, to your workspace, your office. Some of you guys are going shopping for your work. I used to do that. So, remodeling issues, yeah. So I used to do that too, where it's like we had a company card and we'd go to Costco like once a month and restock for the office, and you know, we'd buy a bunch of little snacks and stuff like that for the kitchen area in the office. Somebody here could be doing that. Maybe you're in like a managerial position. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. I do feel like you're gonna have the money for this though. It's not. I'm not worried about your money. I'm just saying there seems to be like a lot of energy around food. Tell me about financial relief. Okay, we have 6 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so things aren't exactly like where you'd like them, but you are doing better. I definitely see you being quiet too about like your money, your finances at this point in time, or there's a need to be more quiet about your finances. Okay, yeah, Empress of Pentacles, there's going to be some sort of new opportunity that comes in, something new that comes in for you. A lot of good news that comes in for you as well. Keep it to yourself. We do have the 7 of Wands, clarifying the Rotten Critic card. Again, you've got somebody here at work that is like, they want to criticize you. They're watching you really heavily. This person's very insecure. Okay, the High Priestess in the reverse could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but it's like this person's very insecure, and your security with yourself makes them feel insecure. The fact that you don't have to perform makes them insecure, because everything about them is a performance. It's very curated, it's a mask, and you come with authenticity, so that's triggering to another individual. Okay, and so they might say something about you, or you might find out that they said something about you, but they definitely have you rent free in their mind. Like I don't know, they have it out for you. Tell me about this person. The Hierophant could be a Taurus. Okay. This person, like, this person's playing judge, jury, and executioner all by themselves. They're the only ones playing this game, okay? But really what they're doing is they're just lighting fires and then yelling fire, like they want attention. They want attention here. And then when they realize they aren't going to have the capacity to put out the fire, they're going to look really fucking stupid. Like, why'd you start something that you can't finish? Why are you starting something with a Virgo? Do you know Virgos are ruled by Mercury? Do you know that they're going to say something that is just going to completely dismantle the way that you perceive yourself? You know, do you know their ability to like hurt your fucking feelings? You know that they're an earth sign, right? Because what Virgos say is rooted in truth, and that's what makes it hurt so much worse. Okay. Tell me what else we have here. Messages, please. Okay, Initiative 1. So you've got some sort of opportunity here. You've got a lot of opportunity for more money coming in. Okay. The Temperance card, which can make you feel a little out of balance, though. All right. So make sure that you are staying balanced. You're not taking too much on your plate that you can't eat, that you can't finish. Okay, but you're doing something for your family. 10 of Cups, and then you got the 5 of Wands, and it came out sideways here. 10 of Cups upright, 5 of Wands sideways. So there could be a little conflict here where it's like maybe you're spending a lot of time at work, you're extra busy, right? And so there's conflict within like the family establishment or something like that. For others of you, it's like you're doing something for your family, but maybe, you know, they're making you feel like it's not enough. Like, no, we need you here, we need you this, we need you that. And it just kind of feels like you're being pulled in a bunch of different directions. There's something that's not going to get done until Sagittarius season. I forgot my freaking water bottle, and now my mouth is like all dry. the Tower card in the reverse, and the Elder of Wands. Okay, take action how you feel the need to take action in these situations. Okay, don't self-sacrifice with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Don't self-sacrifice. Like, if you're like, hey, I'll do this after my nap, do something after your nap. Like, you gotta prioritize your nap, because a Virgo on a short fuse is just not a good place to be for anybody involved. Oh, I'm so sorry. I picked up these cards, but I forgot to clarify the business contract. What is this business contract? The Ten of Swords in reverse, your release. Two Wands in reverse. This is something that you've been planning for here. This could be a new job for some of you guys. So you could be traveling to a new job. You be letting go of one job, going towards another. Okay, this is something that you've never done before. Two Pentacles. Yeah, you could be feeling like, I don't know, there's something here about not being prepared enough. You're kind of in your head about this. We all are a student of something, okay? I feel like you're gonna learn, but there is gonna be a little bit of a learning curve in whatever this new thing is that you are doing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like you're not gonna like it at first. But I think it's just like almost you talking yourself out of something that you were meant for. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're going to struggle with it a little bit. Be careful about signing contracts with, like, contractors for your home, like paying them in advance for your home. There seems to be something, because you can see these two girls, like, they're kind of dressed up as, like, the help in this deck, and they're standing in front of a house with Six Pentacles in the reverse. He's holding a contract, the contract in the reverse. It is retrograde season. Be careful signing contracts right now. Be careful, like, paying out things. You'll see it all the time. I always see these things on, like, TikTok. I don't know why, but people be putting their business out there where it's like don't work with this contractor here. I paid them up front. They did my driveway, and then their driveway is, like, caving in into a different fucking dimension. You know, it's a little bit of, like, that energy. Like, they're not really good at what they're doing. Now, for others of you guys, you could be starting a new job or something like that, and this has been a while coming. Like, you've known that you're going to start this job here, and you're going to feel inadequate, almost like, what the fuck am I even doing? Five of Swords in reverse. So in Spirit saying, in that case, just try to, you know, meditate, do some breath work, okay, and reground yourself here, because you are approved for it. Yeah, you are in your purpose, exactly. It just feels uncomfortable because it's something brand new to you, okay? Some of you guys could be taking out a loan for something. I definitely see that loan being approved, and again, others of you guys have new opportunities coming forth. So just being aligned with that stuff. All right. Love life, matters of the heart. My love life portions can be platonic or they can be romantic. That is up for you as a viewer to decide how this resonates with you. Messages here for Virgo. Okay, you could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. This person could be having some sort of financial issues. All right. Mercury retrograde is definitely impacting you. Maybe that's because you're Mercurial ruled, so it will impact you naturally. You could be having some sort of communication issues, electronic issues. Make sure you're dotting your I's, you're crossing your T's, you're reviewing everything before going forth, like on whatever you're doing. Tell me about this air sign. This air sign is showing up as cassette, okay? Doing the same shit over and over again. This person, okay, wow. Okay. Alright. This is either friend or just dating. Like, this doesn't feel like a long-term relationship, but correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Finger me if I'm wrong. Sunglasses here. This person's gaslighting you, whoever you're dealing with, okay? I feel like this person has a way of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then trying to convince you that they've changed. All right, when they haven't. This person has like an addiction to something, an addiction to sex, gambling, money, drugs, whatever it may be. Something that like messes with their finances here. I feel like you have fun with this person. Like this person, yeah. As like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Heather, she would say, "This person's a good time girl." It's a good time girl or a good time boy. Okay. I always thought that was so funny, but yeah, I mean, this person's like they're a good time, but they're not a long time. They're not somebody that you can like build with. They're not somebody that you can change here. And I feel like this person is very self-absorbed and narcissistic here. Yes, they're going to take you out on a date because you brought it up and you mentioned something. We don't ever date. We don't ever do this. And they're just doing it to shut you up, honestly. Okay, I know that's like hard to hear, but it's not sincere. Not on their part. On my part, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. But it's not sincere here. Spirit is asking you to focus on yourself, your own self-worth, shadow work, self-appreciation, take yourself on a date, buy yourself flowers, as like Miley Cyrus says, that type of energy, because this person is just a fucking mess right now, and they're disrupting like your healing. So if this is somebody new here, it's like they're disrupting your healing. If this is a friend, it's like this friend is always having catastrophic things go on in their life, like let them resolve their own bullshit, okay? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, don't waste your time or energy with somebody. Elemental of Cups here. It's like they will drain you, and that's what I'm getting. It's like this person is a drain. Eight of Wands. And I feel like you put a lot of time, effort, and energy. This could be like a long-time friend, or this is like somebody where it's like you've talked to this person a lot. You've tried to help them budget. You tried to help them do things. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse, but they don't listen. They have an inability to listen. They're very disconnected from spirit, from any type of truth, from their higher self. Okay, this person comes from a very insecure place. They have a hard time listening to like their own intuition and spirit guides as well. The Devil card. They're dealing with a lot of demons right now. Okay. This is like the type of person that like blames, they like, I don't know, oh, it's because of Mercury retrograde, it's because of this, it's because of that. Like it's never their fault, but it's their fault every single time. So they're having a hard realization here, Ten of Wands, that hi, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. This person needs to realize it's them. They're the fucking problem. Whatever their addiction is, whatever they've got going on, it's them. They're the fucking problem, and they're trying to drag you down with them. So you know how you like talk to those friends and or that person here, and it's like, how are you still dealing with the same energy 3 years later? Like, how are you still dealing with this? Because they don't actually want to change. They just want to complain, because complaining brings them attention towards it. I've had tons of friends like that, okay, and they're fucking exhausting. And they would write down their entire life story on like fucking Instagram stories or Facebook stories, and I'd always text her and be like, hey bro, people don't need to know that you just wiped your ass at 3 p.m. like, why are you putting this online? And it just, these people are exhausting, okay? And she chose her addictions and everything else over our friendship. So sometimes you just got to know when to call it quits, and this is what I'm feeling here, even if it hurts. Like, I feel like it hurts to just take a step back from this. Tell me about self-indulgence. Yeah, we've got the Six of Cups. You could have been friends with this person for a long time. For some of you guys, this could be a child. Maybe a child has a drug addiction, or a sex addiction, or gambling addiction. Like, there could be some type of demon that they're fighting, and it's not for you to pull them out of. Like, there needs to be that detachment a bit, okay? Now, for others of you guys, this is like, again, where you are asking for a person to show up for you differently. Like, you're dealing with them romantically, right? You're asking for them to show up for you differently, and they don't. They only do it because it'll shut you up. And they treat it like it's a chore. Like, you are just a chore to love. You're a chore to do things for. And that's just not fair to you. That's not what you deserve. Maybe down with the Cancer. Okay, Elder of Swords. I feel you telling this person this as well. Like, I'm not hard to love. Stop making me feel like I'm hard to love. Stop making me feel like I don't deserve to have effort put into. Like, I'm not a fucking chore. the Two of Swords, but they really, it's like they're in denial of the way that, what are you talking about? I took you out to dinner, that's what you wanted. This person's whack, honestly. Dusty ass motherfucker. They're trying to like lie to you too. Like they're trying to make you feel like the problem. You're not the fucking problem. Tell me about the Sunglasses card and the Mercury retrograde card. Seven of Wands in the reverse. It's a losing battle. Ace of Wands in the reverse. It's a losing battle, unfortunately. You need to heal yourself from this relationship. Yeah, the Ten of Swords and the Fool card kind of have a new beginning here. Let this person traverse the world and, you know, remove yourself. When you remove yourself, since this person continues thinking that you're the problem, remove yourself. And guess what? They're still going to have all these fucking problems, but you're not going to be there to blame because you were never the problem. Now, I'm not saying to give up on people that have addictions and stuff like that, but until they want to help themselves, you just can't help them. You can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink. Okay? My mother was an addict growing up my entire life. My entire life. And she's not with us anymore. She's always with me, but she's never here physically. And I couldn't save her. And there's nothing that you can do to save people like that. You can't save people from their own depression. You can't save people from their own demons. And it doesn't matter how pure of intention that you come with or come from. So, you know, don't blame yourself for this. Because I feel like you just know this person is lost. Okay, Initiate of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you know this person's like lost, like you know what they're capable of, but they don't see that, you know, and it really hurts. It hurts you, and so that's where it's part of like you taking a step back. So yeah, I'm not saying to give up on people that have addictions. I'm just saying step back until they come to you and genuinely ask you to help them out of the situation, because you can never force healing or force them to drink the water that you lead them to, okay? Let them come to you. I offered my mom everything, and when I stopped sending her money all the time, that's when I became the problem, and that was very hurtful. She never wanted to actually stick to sobriety. She went to multiple rehabs, you know? That's for those of you guys that are dealing with somebody who has an addiction, okay? That's not for the other storylines. All right, baby. So love yourself, appreciate yourself, pour that energy back into you. Don't let this person, you know, siphon from you. All right, long story short here. Yeah, the Sword and the Rose here. You're going to figure it out. I trust you to figure it out here. There's a lot of protection around you. You have a lot of power within you. And sometimes, you know, again, once that bone is exposed by a vulture, they show me the vulture again. Once that bone is exposed by the vulture here, the vulture flies away and it leaves the bones on the floor. Like there's an armadillo on the road the other day, and it left the armor, the skin of the armadillo on the road, but it ate everything else. Sometimes you can pick it down to the bone, but there's still some things left over that are not for you to resolve. All right, closing this out. Sage and declutter. It's definitely time to cleanse your home. It is the first of the month. Make sure that you're mopping, using Florida water, holy water, whatever you're into, okay? Taking a nice spiritual bath or scrubbing yourself down, spiritual shower. Okay? We have something keeping you from your goals, and call upon us for guidance. We want to intervene. All right? So your angels and guides want to help you and remove what is keeping you from your goals. For some of you guys, it's a specific person, all right, that you've been putting a lot of energy into, and they're just not receptive of it. You are aligned with source energy. You will get a blessing soon. Top of the deck, feathers and coins, we are with you. Center of the deck is be more transparent with others. Continue being your authentic self, even if it's not received well by others. Virgos, that's what I've got for you guys this week. I send you so much love. Please don't forget to like this reading. It does help the algorithm. And if you're waiting for subtitles, they take 24 to 48 hours to upload, but I promise they do upload, okay? I'll see you guys soon, or next week, and love you. Bye.